Jump in the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SEO, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. With features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another stream here on the channel, and today we are going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 on Truckers MP, and we are going to maybe see if we can complete the what is it called? Whichever one it is. I don't know which one it is, but basically it's where we need to deliver 250 tons of oversized, well, not oversized, of heavy cargo, so, or like heavy cargo pack thing, whatever it is. Basically, we're just going to deliver locomotives today and try and get close to that target. If not, maybe beat it. I think we are currently on 2 out of 5, I think. Yeah, you need to do it in 5 consecutive jobs as well. So that is something else that I should have mentioned as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully it goes well. I don't know if it will, but we're just going to see if it does. So let's go to the gameplay scene, and we can obviously see that we are already on the game, ready to get trucking. But let's say a few hellos before we get started, shall we? Hello Sphinx, hello Harry, hello SWT, Sozib, Fountain, Harry as well. Welcome to the stream, Coke and Mentos. Anyone else I have missed, I think that is everyone for now, but yes. Let's go ahead and obviously go into the map. There we go. It's currently raining at the moment, but as you can see, this is our truck, our lovely Scania. I know I am running a Christmas livery. I don't really care, to be honest. I like Christmas, so I'm going to continue using a Christmas skin. So yes, that is what we're going to be doing. So we are currently in the, or near the Truckers MP headquarters. Oh, no, near the Truckers NP headquarters, as you can see. And honestly, I remember when this road was being, you know, when this thing was being built, it was so annoying going in and out of here. It honestly would take forever. But yeah, we need to go ahead and take some things. So I don't know where we should, like, maybe go up to. Like, could we do like a job that we did like last time, where we try and go from like Truckers MP to like the UK or whatnot? You know, maybe do like a trip from here to maybe like, I don't know, Le Havre, and then maybe go from Le Havre up to like Edinburgh or something. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. You can do Christmas anytime you want, Fetch. Exactly. I mean, we could just do like a really long job and like take one all the way down to like, you know, Lisbon or something. I don't know. Go down to Valencia, Barcelona maybe. I don't really know. In some cases, we could go, you know, we could take a trip all the way down to like Lisbon, and then maybe do like a, you know, a trip from like Lisbon all the way up to like St. Petersburg or something. Because, you know, we haven't done a job like that. I mean, it takes you 4 hours to do, so we probably wouldn't do it on like, you know, on like an evening stream or something. Or we could go all the way up here, you know, to the Nordic Horizons. There are many there are many things that we could do. You know what? I might actually fancy going up north. It is pretty nice down there. Maybe if we take one to Copenhagen and then maybe go from Copenhagen to Bergen. That's not really going north, is it? How much, what are we on? Which one are we done? You know, which one are we on? Let's have a look. Latvia, Estonia, and then Lithuania. That'll be quite the trek. What are we on right now? Okay, so we've done 3, so we only need to do 2 more jobs. So I have no idea. Svola to Lisbon. Where's Svola? I don't know where Svola is. I don't know where that is. Tell you what, we'll do one down to Barcelona, and then we'll do from Barcelona to Lisbon. Because surely nothing like that can, surely nothing like that can go wrong. We'll go from here to Barcelona. That might be a bit of a trek, though. But you know what? We're ready for it. We have 2 hours. We might as well. Hello? Right. Barcelona. Taking a locomotive. This one. Low bed. Take job immediately because I think we are there. Off we go. Right, let's get everything ready to go. Are you eco-friendly, Fetch? I have no idea. Possibly. There's a few locomotives here, though. Right. Oh, it's only going to take 1 hour and 25 minutes. That could have been a lot longer than it could have been. I mean, I don't know if we're going to slow down, as the job is taken. I've also remembered that I need to turn up my steering rate to 180. So let me go ahead and do that. Favorite truck brand? Probably the Scania. There's a reason why I'm using it, I think. Right, 1080. Let's go ahead and get the music on as well for Twitch, because we can. There we go. And let's get trucking, shall we? Quite a few people here, though. Thank you, Reese, as well, for the donation, though. Thank you so much. Right, I probably should abide by stop signs here. Your sister said she's getting nothing for your birthday. I'm sure she'll get you something. She's probably just doing that to, tease you or something, I don't know. Hello, Citrus Splash, what the hell are you doing? Mate, that was your fault! What were you doing? Someone flipped it. Lol. I think that was actually the person that literally just, crashed into me. So that's just karma, that. Probably just one of those people, I'm guessing. My favourite superhero character. Sporticus, I don't know. Go, 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 get up, lazy town. It's the start of a brand new day. Thank you, Reese, by the way, for another donation as well. Thank you for the second one as well. Oh my god, Reese. Continuing the generosity as always. But thank you so much, Reese, though. It obviously means a lot. Right, on to the highway. I think the rain has stopped as well, so we can probably turn off the wipers. Right, on to the highway for I have no idea how long. I actually think we're taking off we're turning off at the next junction. And we're already taking the next exit as well. I'm guessing we're just, you know, going onto highways at this point. We're just trying to get onto, like, one normal highway. I'm so happy that this truck is actually powerful than, you know, the other trucks that I was doing when they were quick jobs. They were honestly took so long to accelerate up hills. This truck does it so effortlessly. I mean, it gets up there. It still picks up speed. It's not as bad as the other ones, but compared to what the other ones were like going up hills, you know, this thing is like night and day. Right, apparently this road is 45 or 43. Should be 50 to be honest. But oh well. Okay, the truck was struggling up there. Why does it feel like it could just rain again in the game? Are we going uphill? I think we are. Right. Oh, the chat's been going on. I haven't even been seeing the chat. It was stuck for me. Do I know who Pack God is? Can't say that I do. Is my gaming PC also my work PC? Well, yeah, because I do my work on my gaming PC. Like, you know, admin and editing and everything on it. I only have space for, you know, one PC in my room. I don't have multiple ones. America's max speed on the highway is 50 or 60. Yeah, I think it's 50 for American. It's 60 here in the UK. But trucks are limited to like 56 anyway, so... Well, that is if you have a truck limiter. Did I know that Creek basically copied my stream yesterday? What if it did a Roblox with, you know, if it did Roblox with viewers? Like every streamer does that, no? Favorite NASCAR team? I have no idea. I don't even know the teams in NASCAR. Rusties, there you go. I don't know. Yeah, did Roblox reviewers. Literally every Roblox streamer does that. Hello Sadid as well, by the way. How you doing and welcome to the stream. Okay, this thing is actually taking a bit of power to get up here. At least we're not in the used trucks though. We are kind of in a more powerful one, but even still, you know, this thing is taking a bit of power to get up here. Yeah, exactly. You know, every streamer does Roblox with viewers. It's not like the idea isn't really unique to me either. You know. It's just the streamers doing, you know, Roblox with you guys. Everyone's entitled to do it, you know? Can't park there, sir. My speed is not going down. Even though I've set the cruise control to 40, it is not going down. See ya, Harry, and hello to Droy, or Drotty. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Will Mars be absolute in the future? Probably. I mean, with, you know, with space exploration, you know, probably. No joke though, wasn't there actually like a form or something where you could sign up to actually go and live on Mars? I'm fairly sure that there was like something about that. Like you could sign up to literally go onto Mars and live on there. Either that or it's me thinking of a dream that I had once. I don't really have dreams anymore. I mean, I have visions, but like, not dreams. NASA's planning Mars missions in 2030. Sounds more like a scam that existed. Yeah, it does sound very scammy, doesn't it? I wouldn't have trusted it. I mean, I wouldn't sign up anyway. You know, even if it was real. Don't I know who Zach D. Films is? Again, can't say that I'm familiar, but probably have watched one of their films. I don't know. Right, this is what we kind of need. We kind of need some of this, you know, normal highway driving. You know what? I'm going to go 55. It's only 5 miles quicker than what we're supposed to be doing. To be fair, a road like this should be 60 anyway. So, at least I'm kind of going, you know, the truck speed limit. Hello, Joe Stevenson as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right. Genuinely, next week I'm gonna ban that phrase, because, guys, it's 2026. Honestly, let it die in 2025. Like, I genuinely don't know what all the fuss is about over two simple numbers. Thing is, I probably would do that, Sozo, to just, you know, avoid it. Not because, you know, just to avoid people going on about it. Like, come on. Let old things die and move on. Why are we going absolutely mental over just two simple numbers? You're stuck in 2025 and it's... It never was fun, though. It's always been annoying. It's never been fun. It's never not been annoying. And it just started raining in real life as well. Lol. Apparently this is a bit of road that I hadn't discovered. A lot of coloured houses over there. It's kind of like Balamori. This is one lonely highway. Yeah. That's the thing with Truckers MP. It's like there's no AI cars. It's just you and other real life people. Like all of the other trucks that you've been seeing have been real people playing this game right now. You could, you know, honestly, you could join this game and literally, you know, drive with me right now. If you had ETS2 and you had Truckers MP, you could join and drive with me right now. Although I just noticed my light isn't turned on, is it? I mean, it's light outside, so I'm still lit up, but... Like that person? Real person. What is the maximum age to drive in England? I don't think there is one. So you can drive a... Okay, there's a minimum age, but there's not a maximum age. The minimum age is 17, I think? Like 16, 17. But I don't think there's no maximum age. As long as you're safe and fit to drive, you can drive. Well, I mean, actually on private property, you can be any age, to be honest. I did a thing called Young Driver when I think I was like 11. Because I think that's like teaching you to drive. I think it's like ages from 11 till 17. I think in the US, it's very tricky in the US, because I think it's 16, but that's to like get a permit, which allows you to drive when there's someone else in the car, and I think it's like after a few weeks of you having your permit and driving, that then apparently goes into like a full driver's license, but I don't think there's like a driving test that you need to do. Whereas in the UK, that's basically what you do. You take driving lessons and then you take a driving test. I don't really know how it works in the US. Oh yeah, and they get to turn right on red in America as well. A lot of trucks over here. Don't normally see that. Are you going to are you going to continue making new content? I'm really trying to get the pre-recorded videos done. I actually got into a good groove last year. I'm starting to get back into it. I fully finished probably one of the longest videos that I had to edit. I've got, let me think, 5 more to edit. I mean, one of them is just mainly voiceover work, to be honest. But then I can't really do editing until I've done the voiceovers. Like, I've planned it out, but I need to record the voiceovers before I can finish, you know, before I can start it again. There's a difference between European and American trucks, yes. Quick question, how late was I? I don't know when you joined. But there isn't really anything known as being late. How will I rate Windows 11 from 1 to 11? 7. It's alright. It works. It's functional. I do like the ability of the multi-windows and the multi notepad tabs, and you know, you not having to save it every time you close a notepad down. It also, you know, it reloads. It seems to work okay, but there's bugs still, and it can crash occasionally. Well, it does for me. But other than that, it works as it's intended. So as long as it works, that's already half my vote. You miss Windows XP. My god, that was so long ago, wasn't it? So I don't know. Probably like 10 minutes or so, which honestly, it's not late at all. That's on time. That's weird how maximum speed on the highway is 50 and your crew and your... I don't know what that's supposed... I don't know what the end of that is supposed to say. Well, it is in, like, Europe, the national speed limit is 50, but in the UK it's 60. But trucks are only limited to 56 technically in you know, globally, so at least European trucks are. I don't know what the case is with what the case is like with American trucks, but at least in the UK trucks are technically limited to 56. You know, he actually has some good spatial awareness, him. He went into the very far left-hand lane, so if I needed to go into the middle lane, which I did actually need to do, he left me that space to go in there. How about I just do some guarding for BR99? I don't know. I don't really think I'll do anything different. For BR100, obviously, I am thinking about doing that stream starting at 2:30 and going through until 9, but I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. Thing is that that's just a long time. And I think I'll just get bored as well, to be honest. With Roblox streams, it's alright, because, you know, there's always something new to, something new to happen. But with BR or just one simple game, it just doesn't really have the same effect, you know? Sort of, it's sort of similar with, trucking as well. Like, I've been able to do 12-hour trucking streams before. I managed to do 12 hours of SCR as well. But truth be told, they just got a bit boring after a while. And it's mainly just been like second wind, really, that's like powered me through it. You're gonna hack the game? No. Hacking is bad. Still doing good on fuel. I mean, we're under halfway, but we still have 450 litres left. Should have started slowing down way too earlier than that. Kind of caught me off guard, that one did. Have you ever heard of Aero 101? I have no idea. Yeah, he tipped over there. Did you know when Hamilton had to had a pit bull or bull named Max? Did he? I don't know. You had a good birthday. Was back on April 25th. Well, awesome. I hope you had I'm glad you had a good birthday. What was your favourite present? Didn't I know when Windows 7 had ended support back in 2020? I didn't know that. Your birthday in 15 days. Awesome. Well, happy early birthday. Didn't really get any presents? Ah, so you just got, like, the spirit of your birthday then. Ah, that's awesome too. Honestly, everyone could learn from you. It's not just about the presents, it's, you know, it's about the celebrations, you know, isn't it? Right, speed limit here is actually 56, so let's go 60. Why not? Guess your exact birthday dates. Oh, I don't know. Okay, we're fine. I thought I was probably going to tip over there because we were going down and the trailer was going to be very back heavy. I'm glad we survived though. Because the rear would have been massively unloaded through there. So all of the weight would have just gone on top. Physics. Whether or not physics are actually in this game remains to be seen, but... That's how weight transfer works. April 27th, add on 15 days, what date do you get? Mate, I don't know. Is that a train up there? Or the front part of a plane? Looks like a train. TGV, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you, whoever that was. Thank you, however you say that name, for following on Twitch. Thank you so much. Let's talk about Fetch deciding to get pizza right after he went to the dentist. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I went to the dentist today. Got up, did some, what did I actually do this morning? I did some stuff on Discord. I made a new role on my Discord, a new reaction role. It's called the... I think it's Departure Alerts, I think is what I called it. Basically, every week when I post my weekly schedule, I'm going to start pinging that role. So if you want to get pinged of, you know, when I post that, then all you need to do is add that reaction to yourself, and yeah, you'll get pinged when you do it. So yeah, we did that, and then I just basically chilled out for the morning, just trying to prepare for the dentist, because I mean, I'm not really that bad with the dentist, you know. For me, I can take it, you know. It's just it's normal for me. So yeah, it didn't really hit me as much as everyone, you know. It didn't hit me as much as it did hit everyone else. But yeah, then we went to the dentist. Obviously, got ready, brushed my teeth because you know that's what you need to do. Had my mouthwash and everything. And yeah, I think the checkups went pretty well. I've still got a... I'm going to be honest and upfront about this. I've got a decaying tooth. I know. And yeah, I basically need to have a bit of a filling in there. And I think there's one on my upper one as well. It's kind of like, you know, done a thing. But to be honest, it's not really affecting me. I'm not getting anything in terms of like toothache. So honestly, basically my dentist gave me the choice of having the filling, and at the moment it's not causing me any problems. So I'm just not going to go for it. Essentially, I do know that obviously as time goes on it will just worsen, but it's not really causing me any issues at the moment. I've never had a filling as well. So you know there is that anxiety over that as well. And I know I just said that I don't have any problems with the dentist, and you know that's why really, because like when it just comes to normal checkups, I'm fine with that. But having having to have like a filling or something like that's essentially mouth surgery, and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, I've never had a filling. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, but you know, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it hurts or anything. They do say that apparently, you know, they do numb you with an injection or something, but I just can't even deal with that, to be honest. Anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah, basically got that. Apparently we would do our x-rays as well. Again, we didn't really, you know, go with them either. Because, you know, again, we had the choice, you know. The thing is that we go... Actually, I don't know if that is too much to disclose, actually. But yeah, essentially, we didn't really opt for the x-rays, really. But yeah, with you know, the thing is with my decaying tooth, I actually think it's been there for a while. It's just my previous dentist, I don't really think wanted to scare me with it. I don't know. I just have a slight feeling that I probably had it for a while. Because we've actually switched dentists because our current, or the one that we had, has retired now. I mean, he still works in dentistry, but he doesn't do checkups. Yeah, he was super nice. Honestly, I loved him. He was so nice, and he was honestly like a great dentist. But yeah, we went with someone else, and you know, the new one's very nice. You know, she's very nice, very lovely, very understanding as well. So yeah. Do I like braces? No. I've not got them, and I probably never will. Although I do find it very amusing that I think a certain type of braces are called train tracks. I'm not joking. I think that's actually a type of brace. She's gotten used to them. Yeah, I mean, some people want them, but for me, I'm not really one that wants braces, to be honest. Maybe later on in life, but not really right now. It's not really something that I'm, like, thinking of. I know that it might help me pronounce some, you know, words better to, like, straighten out my teeth, but yeah, I'm not really... Not for me, really. Not for me. But, you know, everyone's different. You know, if you want your if you want your teeth straightened, go for it, you know? It's your choice at the end of the day. It's your body. Do whatever you want to your body. Don't let anyone else force you or whatever. Do what you feel is right. But yeah, we finished in the dentist, and then I actually had my phone because there was an offer going on. Because the thing is, all right, we had our appointment at 1 PM. And that is basically for us that is basically lunchtime for us. So we also had an early dinner as well. So our plan was to basically go to the dentist and then basically just try and have something, you know, like a snack. I say a snack. It didn't turn out to be a snack. You know, we just wanted something quick and easy that, you know, to do, well, you know, once we finished at the dentist. And you know, we just had a quick search, you know, to see what was there, and we found that there was actually a Domino's pizza, like a large Domino's pizza for like $8.99, which was pretty good, to be fair. You know, $8.99 for a large pizza. That didn't seem too bad. You know, you could do, you know, the cheeseburger pizza, which is what we wanted. All of us like the cheeseburger pizza, so we just thought, you know what, we'll get a large one of those, we'll share it, and that'll be what we have. The thing is that offer was only available on the app, and I don't think the app worked on my stepdad's phone or something. So I took my phone instead because it would, you know, it works on mine. So yeah, basically got it set up, and then after we finished at the dentist, I went ahead and placed the order. And you know, it was nice and simple. You know, placed the order before we set off, and then by the time we basically got to, you know, Domino's, it was practically ready. So yeah, that was cool. It's quite ironic though that the dentist is perfectly spaced away. So if we place an order when we've just, you know, finished at the dentist, by the time we get to the Domino's, it'll basically be ready. But yeah, very nice. Very nice pizza. I could honestly eat like... I mean, I usually have... Or, you know, when we used to get it before, me and my stepdad only used to have, you know, half between us. You know, half of a large one. I think my mum and my yeah, my mum and my sister got something else, and yeah, me and my stepdad both like the cheeseburger pizza, so we got that. I think it was like the last time we had Domino's together, my sister and my mum actually then started to enjoy it. You know, liked the cheeseburger pizza, so we thought, you know, why not? We just, you know, why not just get a, you know, a large share between us? I think a large probably serves four anyway. Even though me and my stepdad probably have half between us, but, you know, we just needed something quick, something light. And we thought, you know, cheeseburger pizza, you know, have a quarter between us, pretty good. And then we also had chocolate cake. Just to try and fill ourselves up a bit more as well. But honestly, it was nice. Right, I should probably start searching for a fuel station as well, because we are actually getting pretty low on fuel. Yeah, it's kind of ironic. I mean, we did it last time, I think. You know, I think we did it last year when we went to the dentist. We basically got a Domino's afterwards, because it was just easy to get. You know, we didn't want to go home and then just start, you know, getting everything ready and, you know, rushing to, what's the word, you know, rushing to making anything, you know, we just wanted something light, something simple that, you know, we could just, you know, order and basically just eat right away. And we just thought, you know, Domino's, it's easy, do that. Why is he called Lightning McQueen and not Lightning McKing? Because I think McQueen is a bit more... It flows better, I think. But yeah, the person who voiced Lightning McQueen is Owen Wilson, I do believe. Speed. I am Speed. One winner, 42 losers. I loses for breakfast. What do I think of ISO Speed? I don't know, to be honest. I have to say though, you know, fair play to him because, you know, he's doing pretty good. Like, you know, he's on like a WWE contract. I don't really, you know, he's done quite a bit in his career, you know, so like fair play, but yeah. Do one more time, please. I don't think I've got Streamlabs open on my PC running in the background, so I don't know if it'll come through. Is there really no fuel stations near us? That's a rest station, it's not a... And a toll, it's not a fuel station. I have 65 litres left! Who played Lightning McQueen? Owen Wilson. I love this song. I don't know why, but I just really enjoy the chorus. You have an Ariana Grande playlist? Yes, that's literally what I'm listening to. Because honestly, I just listen to her songs now. I don't know why. But, well, you know, we all have, you know, a favourite artist, don't we? So, you know. And for me, I just like listening to her, so I'm going to. No one's going to make me change that. So, yeah. Did the dentist say, did the dentist said you said a tooth removed? No, I have oh, what do they call it? I have a decaying tooth. Which basically I can't do anything to fix it now. And a filling basically needs to be put in place to try and prevent it. Basically they remove the part that's decaying and then they replace that with like a filling. But like I said, you know, she's very understanding and, you know, she said, you know, I'm not forcing you to do it. You know, it is really down to you. But, you know, the longer the longer you leave it, the more, I think she said, like, you know, the higher, the higher risk is that it will have to be removed. But, yeah, for me, it's not really causing me any issues. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure she's been to most places on it, you know, on Earth, to be honest. Obviously, you know, she's about to go on tour. So probably the final time in, I don't know, I don't think she said it's going to be her final tour. It's just going to be like her last one for a while. I think so. I don't know. The thing is that people just make a big thing over two simple numbers and like... I don't know. I just feel like I can't really do anything that has it on, you know? That's our fuel gone. And, yeah. Hello Kai, by the way. How you doing and welcome to the stream. Right, there is some fuel stations over here on the right, so I might try and go to one of these. This is a big, like, rest stop, though. Literally don't know where I'm supposed to go. Well, that was easy then. Oh, there we go. My thing wasn't updating. Right, there we go. This is a new song that I've recently just started listening to. I don't know why. The thing is that I sometimes like listen to a song and think it's alright, but it's probably not something I'll probably put on my playlist. But then I find myself starting to sing along to it and like come along to it, just like instinctively. And then that kind of like then makes me want to put it on my playlist. Do I sing in the shower? Not really. To be honest, I'm not even really speaking when I'm in the shower or like bathing or anything. Because I basically have them as I basically have them after I wake up. And, you know, it takes me a while to, you know, eventually, you know, get speaking in the day. Well, Laura sings a lot of wicked stuff. But I hum along to it sometimes. You know, Ariana's main songs, not wicked songs. My timetable. If you mean this week, so obviously it was ETS today, British Railway tomorrow at 7, and then Roblox on Wednesday, that's at 7:30. Game of My Choice on Thursday, that is also at 7:30. And then there is another Game of My Choice on Friday at 2:30. And then again on Saturday and Sunday, I think I want us to double check when F1 is, because there is an F1 race this weekend. I can't remember if that's in the afternoon or in the evening. So yeah. Well, no extra rest. No, still in the break week apparently. I haven't heard any news on, you know, on it returning, so. And I'm an admin as well. I don't think it will return yet. I mean, we will get underway with the Season 8, I just don't know when. The transfer window is open at the moment, so I'm guessing maybe like next week. What do I do in my free time? Mainly just play games, listen to music. I mean, I listen to music all the time. And just chill out, really. Maybe like watch a movie or something, or you know, watch some YouTube. Just relax, really. But yeah, tomorrow I'm really hoping that I can get some editing done. Because I really need to get these videos done. If I can, I want to see if I can get the videos done by the end of this week. It's just so annoying though, because I updated Premiere to the new 2026 version. And basically, when I have to go into my projects again, I have to resave them all in the new version. And you know, like, because I think I've edited down the videos, but I haven't added backing, you know, music to it. And I have to go through all of them, deciding which one I want to add backing music to, and I have to literally save each one as the new 2026 format. It's going to be annoying. And I'm also having a weird glitch where my layouts just keep resetting back to default for some reason. Also, when I was editing today as well, my audition presets basically got reverted as well. So I had to basically remake my audio effects rack that I have. I had to basically remake that, which was so annoying as well. Like, you know, I tried importing like the effects presets thing that I think, you know, like from your folder. I tried to like copy and paste that into the new version, but that didn't work. Well, I mean, it did work, but it didn't have the one that I needed. Hello, SWR, by the way. How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. I'm doing fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well yourself. But yeah, I'm sure just, you know, get some editing done while I'm just listening to some music in the background. Sounds good for me. I think the thing is with me is that I was just getting a little bit burnt out with editing, and I think I just needed a bit of a break, you know, from editing. Which is, you know, fine. I think people do get burnt out quite a bit off, you know, quite a bit, to be fair. Especially with someone like YouTube. Because, like, I was literally going ham on editing, and then I just, like, sort of, like, hit a brick wall, you know. And it turned into me, like, doing some editing, you know, now and then it turned into, like, being once every other day, and then once every 3 days, once a week. And then I think that was honestly a week where I basically just did nothing, and I'm just like, I just like blanked out, really. You know, kept streaming and stuff, but then, yeah, I think now I'm starting to get like a second wind for it. But yeah, I just really need to get these videos done. The thing is, though, is that obviously we were looking to maybe try and the original plan was to get these done before this month. Because the original plan was for us to maybe look at like getting somewhere through the summer, well, you know, whilst we have work being done on the house, or like, you know, for like a week or two. I said at that point I didn't know when that was going to be. This is at like the start of the year. Like I said, you know, it's probably going to be like April, May time. It's becoming May on Friday, I think. And there's still been no further progression on that. I haven't got the videos done. So, yeah. Now I'm almost wondering if we're even getting that done this year. But as long as I can get these videos done in time, then that should be okay. So Fetch, how are you getting on with these videos doing this week? So yeah, I basically edited 10 videos. Well, effectively 9. One is currently in the editing. Well, actually 2 are in the editing process. One of them I need to do voiceovers. For before I can edit that one. But yeah, I've done 9 others. Just need to add some backing music to some of them. But yeah, I've got 4 more to do. Or, well, basically 5 more to do. And yeah, hopefully, if I can, I want to see if I can try and get them done by the end of this week. That is what I am hoping for. Have a rough idea on when Euro Truck Sim will come out on PlayStation? Sounds good. I'll basically give you a bit of a sneak preview on one of the videos that are coming out in my week off. I'm currently in the process of editing an SCR one. Sneak preview. You heard it here first. One of the videos is guaranteed to be an SCR video. Do I have any jobs? Well, I mean, YouTube. that is essentially my job. You know, it's the only thing that I'm getting, you know, money for. I do some work experience at a football club, but that's not that's not paid. And another thing as well is that I am also an admin and XRS, but again, that isn't paid either. But I do like to basically just give back. Really, I'm not really one for trying to work and make money or anything. Yes, that is the ultimate goal and everything, but like I'm not seeking money. I just want to do something because I enjoy doing it. I would rather take a job that I enjoy doing with low pay than doing a job I absolutely hate for big pay. Which is, in a way, is why I'm trying to push out my YouTube stuff, because I love doing YouTube. I really enjoy doing it. And if I can make this into like a business, if I can, become an entrepreneur for YouTube, growing my own channel and growing my own business, then that'll be really good for me. Because being self-employed, if you do it right, can actually make you a lot of money. But like I said, not doing it for the money, not doing it for the fame. I'm just doing it because I enjoy doing it. But if I can turn it into something good, then that'll be good. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, I don't expect it, but obviously I appreciate everything that happens with it. How do I get the heads-up display? It's a native Truckers MP add-on thing that you can put onto your truck. I thought it was weird when it first came out, but I'm starting to use it a lot. Get the chips in the bag, lol. Hope this gets released on PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, it is coming, but we just don't know when, really, at the moment. I'm sure it will be soon, though. But yeah, as soon as I've finished with the, with the videos, those pre-recorded videos, I should be able to make some videos for, like, now, if that makes sense. Get them all done. Get them rendered, get them just saved on my hard drive, maybe upload them and try and make some thumbnails and stuff, and yeah, just have them there, ready for when they need to be. I mean, if I can put them all onto my laptop, then I can basically just upload them while I'm away. I just hope that wherever we go, though, has good Wi-Fi. Whenever we go anywhere. What are the phrases have I banned on this channel? I have no idea. Do you call it biscuit or cookies? Depends exactly what you're... It depends what you're exactly asking. Like, bourbons and custard creams we call biscuits. But if you mean like circular things... I mean, some are still biscuits, but like... There is a difference here between, like... There is a difference between a cookie and a biscuit. Do I have a favorite swear word I like to say off stream? No, because I don't swear off stream. Surprisingly, how I act on stream is exactly how I am in real life. I don't swear in real life. Everything that I do and say on stream is exactly how I'm like in real life. Yes, there are still things that I do have to obviously be reserved about. But, most of the time, I am basically, myself just on stream. And I think, you've seen that, sometimes when I've gotten, like, angry on, like, streams, and, when, like, Euro Truck isn't working, or if a race isn't going my way on F1, I should really be keeping all of that anger within me and not letting it show, but... yeah, sometimes, emotion gets to me. I think that's just normal for people. And, in a way, you almost have to expect it, but... yeah. obviously I listen to people and I, listen to, like cursing and things, like it's a common thing in like songs and movies that I watch and listen to. There is still that, but yeah, personally I don't do it. I don't do it myself, if that makes sense. Like I don't listen to it on stream if I can. Obviously everything that when I do, when XRS returns, my teammates will be audible on Twitch only, because I do know that they, can swear, and obviously Twitch is more of like a place where I'm a lot more open to what goes out on Twitch, because you do have to be 13 plus at least to make a profile on Twitch, so pretty much I think everyone on Twitch will be mature enough to like understand that language. If that makes sense. But obviously on YouTube, I know that they still, a lot of my viewers are still, kid-based. So, yeah, I keep YouTube curse-free. But, yeah, things on Twitch, it's a bit more... What's the word? It's a bit more mature, if that makes sense. How much did my Moser wheel cost? For everything that I'm using right now, probably 1,000-ish. Maybe slightly more, like 1,200. The most expensive thing was actually a racing rim. Fetch, how old do you have to be to have a channel on YouTube? Well, you can be any age, I think, to have an account, but... No, sorry. You can be any age on YouTube, but in order to have an account, you do have to be... you do have to be 13 in order to have an account. Oh, I thought that was going to happen. But with Twitch, you have to be 13 at least, or even to at least use the app. So... yeah, that's where the real difference really lies, to be honest. When can you do a channel? 13. Right. One more job. Spain to, no, Barcelona to Lisbon. Hopefully we can finish this, this thing. I just hope it won't be that long. That didn't go in, did it? Let's be a bit more sensible with that reverse now, shall we? There we go. 50-minute. Ah, show's a long route, guys. Right, well, let's get on with it. 15 minutes, so our ETA is basically 9:30. I think that's when we're going to be completing this job. It's fine, though. We'll get through it. If we just did what we did on the last journey, which is, like, try and go a little bit faster than normal, then we should get there. Hopefully around that time. No, 50. 50, not 15. 50. Where's the destination? Lisbon. I think that's an 18 plus app code, Comentos. I don't know, I don't use it. Of course I don't use it, but I think that's 18 plus, isn't it? Surely. Right now, long 15 minutes, really. Yep, 15 minutes IRL. Don't worry, I've had jobs that have been 4 hours long. No joke. The longest route in the game is like... I've gone off the wrong exit. Great. Yeah, the longest job I've done in Euro Truck has been like 4 hours. Why not use it to get a girlfriend fetch? Because I want to, like... I want to date someone that I've known for a while, you know? I don't just want to date someone that I've literally, you know, like, just seen. The thing is, and I'll be honest in saying this, I am shy, okay? If I was confident, I probably would, you know, I probably would have had a few girlfriends by now. But I haven't, because I'm just shy. I kid you not. In... Let me think. Yeah, like girlfriends, like over time, you know, not like 2 at the same time. Thought that was obvious, but yeah, I mean, listening to what I just said, yeah, multiple ones over the years, if that makes sense. Yeah, that didn't come out the way I was intending it to. But yeah, it's weird because, like, you know, when I was in primary school, I had, you know, like 2 of my best friends were girls. And then similarly in secondary school, 2 of my best friends were girls there as well. But the thing is that I saw them as friends. I didn't see them as, like, anything more. I'm not just saying that I only had, you know, female friends. I had, you know, obviously, you know, friends that are, you know, male as well. You know, Jonathan, Adam. You know, I do have some lads as well. But yeah. Did I fail in school? I don't know what you mean by fail in school. What about crushes fetch? Ever had one? Well, yeah, but, like, you know, I think everyone does. And that's when it really gets, you know, tricky. Thing is, and I'll be open and honest in saying this. Like, some people are probably going to hate me when I say this, but I will be honest in saying, I just think I'm too weird to have a girlfriend. I'll be honest in saying that. I just don't see me ever really having a girlfriend, to be honest. I want one, you know. You know, I want a girlfriend, you know, for us to, you know, both support each other, you know, maybe to one day, maybe start a family, but, like, right now, I just feel like I'm too weird to have a girlfriend, you know? Do I like this game, Fetch? Of course I like this game. I wouldn't play if I didn't like it. But yeah. Maybe this year could all change, you know? If I had a girlfriend and our first date to the Ariana Grande concert. Could you imagine? Yeah, no. But hey, if anyone wants a +1 to, you know, to go to one of her concerts, hit me up. The thing is, I said this on Dweller's stream, I'm not really one for concerts, okay? I went to One Direction in Nottingham many years ago now. I don't know when it was. It was before I even had a channel. And I had ear defenders on, you know? It was quite noisy. And yeah, I went to see One Direction live in concert. Thing is that with my autism, I just get so, like, overstimulated and, like, so overwhelmed at things. And I think, like, just the noise, you know, could, like, drown me out a little bit. But the thing is that I honestly think, and I'm not saying this to be light or anything, but I genuinely think I have improved on that. Even though I know that I haven't really been tested to my limits since COVID, I genuinely do think that I could handle a concert now. Maybe with ear defenders, a lot of chewing gum, but I genuinely do think that I could handle a concert now. But I don't know. Thing is, I can't test it because, you know, her shows are sold out. That's one thing. 2, travel. I can't really go down to London. But, you know, C, I still live with my family, and, you know, a concert is basically a germ fest, even if, you know, I don't really care about it myself, but, you know, I want to protect my family, and almost going to a concert will almost certainly bring me down with something. So, yeah, that's basically 3 reasons as to why I wouldn't be able to go to one. But, yeah, it is a little bit, you know, saddening, because, like, you know, I do know that, you know, this could be her last concert for a while, and you know, who knows what would happen, you know, in the future, you know, because I think she said that she wants to focus more on acting, and you know, and in movies rather than doing music, which I completely understand. You know, I support anyone that, you know, has different career directions. You know, it's really, you know, it's their path, it's their career. You know, it's not us to judge what they do with their, you know, career. You know, if I, you know, did have a girlfriend, you know, if they had a different career or anything, you know, as much as I wouldn't, you know, as much as I would say, or, you know, as much as I would probably think differently about it, I would support them either way, you know? So, you know, let's say if I am, you know, dating a singer. Actually, let's flip the roles around, shall we? Let's say I'm dating someone who acts in, you know, an actress, you know. If they, you know, if say then they want to become a singer, as much as I think that they should probably still become an actress, you know, I would support them either way. You know, if I didn't think that their music career would take off, but they were certain about pursuing a singing career, I would support them either way. You know? My main goal with a relationship is making sure that I can support the other person. Making them feel safe, loved, and yeah, just supporting them as much as I can. Can I ask a question? You can just go ahead and ask, you know, just go ahead and ask it. You don't need to ask me permission to ask a question, because effectively you're asking a question by saying if you can ask a question. Just ask the question. Thank you, RT, for following on Twitch as well, by the way. Thank you so much. It's going well, thank you, and I hope it's going well yourself. Do you think this game needs a main focus, like bringing this to console or bringing this to console, not updating? Well, it is coming to console though. That's the thing. It seems like that they're working on many things. Like they're working on the Coaches DLC. They're trying to bring it to console. I think there is a lot that they're doing. What made you even think that Roblox was even shutting down in the first place? Oh, and another reason as to why I never really had, you know, or, you know, another reason as to like why I'm shy as well is because I am an introvert, you know. Believe it or not, I am. So yeah, that mixed with everything, it makes sense, doesn't it? It was only different with, you know, my first one, you know, the one back in like 2019, 2020. That one was different because she was the one, you know, she approached me rather than the other way around. I don't know, I just don't think I would ever be able to, like, pluck up the courage to, like, ask someone about it, you know? To, like, you know, to, like, talk about it. I don't know, it's just... It's hard to put your feelings out there. It really is. Anyway, why am I even turning this stream into like talking about like my, you know, my love life? I don't really know why. But I mean, hey, you know, it gets us talking. If it gets us talking, I would take that as a successful topic to really talk about. You know, like I said, I'm quite open about, you know, on this channel. I would pretty much talk about anything. Obviously being appropriate, that is. But, you know, yeah, I honestly would, you know, I genuinely would talk about pretty much anything. You know, I'll talk about everything from, you know, like the games I like to play to basically admitting that I am quite unhealthily obsessed with Ariana Grande. I'll openly admit that. You know? I am quite open. I don't really care if people then switch off and think, oh, he just listened to Ariana Grande all the time. I don't care at the end of the day. If that's how you know, if that's how you view me after me revealing, you know, something about myself, then yeah, sure, stop watching. But yeah, I still watch Victorious, Sam and Cat, iCarly. Again, I don't care if you think differently. It's what makes everyone unique. You probably have some, you know, things yourself that, you know, you don't really want other people knowing. Or, you know, guilty pleasures yourself. That's fine. It makes you you. You know, don't let anyone else, you know, judge you for it. As long as it makes you happy and you're not harming anyone else, that's fine. The only thing I am harming is probably Ariana Grande's bank account. That's probably it. And by that I mean adding to it. Obviously that's a joke. Have I tried healthy fruit? I mean, no, I do have fruit. I'm not just saying, you know, oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's added on a few extra minutes. Fantastic. I thought I was in the wrong lane, but I saw it late. I really wish that no one was watching right now, because I probably would just do a U-turn. Will I play the console version? Probably not, because I don't really see a need to play a game that I have on PC on a console. Plus, I don't really play on my console anymore. Both my Xbox One and 360 are packed away. I'm just more of a PC gamer myself. I used to be console only, but that was like back when I had like laptops and things. But you know, ever since like getting my gaming laptop and then my gaming PC, I haven't really gone back. It's going to be more realistic on PC than console. Well, yeah, I mean, you can connect like a whole like rig to the PC. I mean, yes, you can get, you know, console supported wheels as well, like, you know, like my Logitech was supported on my Xbox. I don't think Thrustmaster or Moser are. I think there is a Moser wheel that does support Xbox, but I can't fully remember. I think maybe a few Thrustmasters support PlayStation, and probably one does support Xbox, but I don't think the one that I had supported Xbox. This one doesn't support Xbox. I mean, it's worth getting a PC instead of a PlayStation 6. Yeah, there is that. I've just gotten an advancement to one of my other achievements. I don't know which one it is. Ready to say goodbye to Roblox Premium on Thursday. Is it really on Thursday? The most expensive thing is the wheelbase. For me, it's the rim. Because I got the rim when it literally came out. I got the wheelbase as part of a... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't get it as part of the bundle. Yeah, I think like the wheelbase was like something like 600, but I think the wheel rim was exactly the same as well. This rim was like 300. The stalks were like 180 something. The stand was again another 100. What else? I mean, I already had the shifter from Thrustmaster. That's kind of the same. Still got 38 minutes to go after this slight detour. Honestly, I might just speed the entire thing now. Let's just see how quick we can go, you know. Is the Logitech G29 still good? I mean, I would say so. I mean, any wheel that you enjoy is good. I just, you know, had a Logitech, it was, you know, working fine. I just, you know, wanted a bit more immersion, so I went with Thrustmaster. Then that broke. And the thing is, I mean, the Logitech was good, but it just didn't really feel the same after using Thrustmaster. So that's when I then started to look at Moser. Because, you know, I saw what Moser were bringing out. You know, I saw, you know, that they were expanding to, you know, truck drivers. And, you know, Euro Truck is something that, you know, I play all the time. So... You know, I wanted to, you know, I wanted to, you know, get a, you know, I wanted to get a truck thing. Got that, got the stalks as well, all native in game. I liked it. Quick release steering, you know, thing as well, so I can easily swap out rims. Yes, you can do that on Logitech now. But back then, I don't really think Logitech had a quick release system. I mean, Thrustmaster did as well, but it wasn't like a quick release system like this. It was like a screw one. Whereas this one is like magnetically attached. Like firmly connected as well. Thank you, James Brown, for subscribing, by the way. Thank you so much. Premium gets changed to Roblox Plus on Thursday. I mean, to be fair, for me, I don't really see it, you know, the thing changing. Like, as long as it's changing and like it's not being removed, then I'm all right with it. You know, I can still remember when it, you know, when it first changed to Roblox Premium, and I kept saying it as Builders Club. Everyone says I got a bad will because it's gear driven. That's just talking about the force feedback. You know? As far as I'm aware, there's 3 different types of force feedback. There's gear driven, belt driven, and there's direct drive. Gear driven is good for entry level, maybe expert as well if you know, or like amateur. Belt driven is more aimed at amateurs. Well, actually all levels really. You know, beginners, amateurs, and sort of, you know, into expert. But direct drive are mainly aimed at amateurs and experts as well. I mean, you can go with direct drive as a beginner, but I think it'll be too much for you. So gear driven is the worst one. I'm not saying it's bad, you know, if it feels good for you, that's fine. Everyone, you know, has their preferences, you know. I started out as gear driven, you know, it was fine for me, but it was very snappy and a bit rough for me, so switching to Thrustmaster and having it belt driven was so nice. And now direct drive just feels like super smooth. It's not clangy. It's very smooth. It's almost like, you know, it's belt driven, but a bit more forceful, which is really nice. But, you know, everyone has their preferences, you know. Thank you, Bacon, as well, for subscribing as well, by the way. Thank you so much. I've had a well for 3 years, but I can't find a cheap direct drive. Yeah, and that's what I mean, you know. I think direct drive is more aimed at, like, amateurs and experts that have a bit more money to play with, you know. How much is the belt driven for PlayStation 5? I'm not really too sure on, like, recommendations, because A, I don't have a PlayStation, but I think Thrustmaster could be a good bet for you. I think I think you can get one that does work on PlayStation. But I can't really give exact recommendations, but I think Thrustmaster does work on PlayStation. Ever been roasted at school fetch? Well, I mean, I've been bullied, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that is just a thing that happens. But, you know, like, you know, we do jokingly, you know, roast people. Obviously, we do it purely for banter, you know. We don't actually intend to hurt anyone, you know, verbally. That's what happened at my own, you know, that's what happened at my old school, which obviously, you know, then made me, you know, change schools, but... Yeah, in my new one, you know, it was honestly banter at that point. Yes, at times there were probably times where we did cross the line. You know, think people crossed the line with me. I maybe crossed the line with one of them, maybe. But the thing is that, you know, like, you know, we never really like held back to say, you know, that's over pushing it, if that makes sense. And yeah, I think very quickly we sort of like, you know, we're like, oh yeah, sorry, and then, you know, we got back to, you know, being a bit more friendly with it and a bit more, you know. That's what I say, you know, banter's fine, you know, as long as you know the other person. You know, you know what you can joke about and what you can't joke about. That's fine. You know, like, I knew my friends. I knew what I could joke and what I couldn't joke about. Guess what? What? My lights aren't working. My light things aren't working. Wait, does my cruise control thing? My cruise control thing works. Oh wait, it does work. Okay. You're going to try and build yourself a PC. Oh, good luck. That sounds cool. I wish I had the confidence to try and build a PC. The thing is that, like, RAM is just so expensive nowadays. Plus, I don't know. The thing is that it looks simple, but in reality, it probably really isn't. You know, making sure that everything fits perfectly, or like all of the cable management, that must be a pain. What do I need to start off with? I would say probably the motherboard is the most... I mean, I don't know. Because I would say the motherboard, because then you would sort of then know what components you can and can't have. But then similarly, you kind of need you kind of want to know the components that you want in your PC, so then you can then base your motherboard around that. But trying to like mix and match things from different brands, you know, might get a little bit tricky. I think really the first thing that you need to really decide is what are you going to use it for? Is it PC? You know, is it gaming? Is it streaming? Work? Like, what are you actually using it for? And then try and base it around that. So if it's purely for gaming, firstly, maybe focus on your GPU and CPU. If it's for streaming, maybe focus on your CPU first. If it's for work, maybe, you know, focus on, I don't know, maybe the processor and RAM, I would say. You know, maybe think about, you know, storage as well. Because the thing is with, you know, making PCs is that, you know, you know, some motherboards don't fit certain PC cases, and it just gets complex. How can you do a PC from your laptop? Eh? If you're meaning how did I get a PC from a laptop, I bought a PC. If that's what you mean. Wait, so how did I get a PC from my laptop? I didn't get a PC from my laptop. I just bought a PC. I just got a laptop alongside it to use when it's, when it's hot weather. I don't really exactly know what you're asking. Thank you for the kind words there, by the way. Oh, don't crash. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Am I going off the... Yeah, I am. Nice driving. Thank you. I mean, I am in a bit of a hurry at the moment. I've got a job that's expected to be delivered at 9:33, and I want to see if I can get it delivered before 9:30. So, I am kind of breaking the road rules a little bit. If you want to see some proper driving, then I kind of did that in the first job. Just need to make sure that I don't tip over the trailer because I'm using like really low suspension to try and make it feel realistic. What do I need to get to run this? Well, most importantly, you know, you need some storage, you need a power supply, a GPU, processor, RAM, motherboard, loads of cables, maybe some case fans as well to try and cool it down. That's really it to start off with, I think. Is MSI motherboard good? It depends what you're needing your PC for, mate. I'm not a PC building technical nerd myself. I just know what PC components are good. Honestly, for me, when I was building my PC, whatever made the price go up, I just thought was good. And as a result, I honestly think my PC isn't optimized for like peak performance, because the thing is that I needed my PC for streaming and gaming. So I just went, like, immediately I just went with the best processor, which was like the i9. The AMD Ryzen 9. In hindsight, I probably didn't need a Ryzen 9. I could have got away with a Ryzen 7. Because I think a Ryzen 7 actually, in theory, you know, with AMD, like, the CPU is going insanely fast. So if you don't have anything else that's, like, fast in your PC, it's all about timing. You know, it's all about timing. If one thing's mismatched, it could slow the other thing down. But, you know, I have a RTX 3070 Ti. That was probably actually like the best part of the build. I think the 40 series was out, but in terms of like performance, you know, you were only getting like 3 extra frames for like £1,000 difference. It wasn't worth, you know, an extra £1,000 just to get like 8 more frames or whatnot, you know. RAM went with 32. I kind of want to upgrade it to 64, I will be honest. I kind of want to upgrade that at some point, but obviously RAM is just so expensive at the moment. And yeah, power supply. I think that was a good choice as well. I think I got the 1000 watt. I think. Hello, Kieran, as well, by the way. British Railway stream tomorrow. It is indeed. You have a bad PC, kinda. I think it's really all about progression, really, you know. You start out with a bad machine, but then eventually, you know, you progress up. I started out, honestly, without anything. What I started out with was like a notebook. And every time I recorded my console on there, it lagged like mad. I couldn't even record the audio and voice at the same time. I had to do it separately. Can I do an IRL stream on Sunday? I don't really go out to places. So, yeah, I don't really... I don't have an exciting life, you know, behind making videos. I will be streaming on Sunday. I'll be doing a Roblox stream, but... yeah. The only thing I could probably do, you know, as a real life thing is, you know, just doing like a watch along to the Grand Prix. That's probably it, but I don't know. So do you believe I can do this? Of course, of course. If you put your mind to it, anything's possible. You know, it may not be perfect, you know, when you first start it, but, you know, you learn from your mistakes, and very quickly, you know, you'll learn from them. I wasn't good at editing, you know, when I started. And now I actually kind of think, you know, that I am semi-good, you know, with editing. If you go back and watch some of my earlier, you know, videos, you'll see how bad my editing was. Also, we're running low on fuel again. I need to find another fuel station. I'm probably not being very economic with my engine either, am I? I don't even know what revs I'm running. You'll mess it up halfway through, but hey, that's all part of learning. My honest, my advice to you is, you know, watch tutorials. Watch tutorials first and see what you exactly need to do. It's like when I used to watch, you know, Chris Fix, you know. Although I don't have a car, I honestly feel like, after watching his videos, I can literally do, you know, I can probably do something that he's talked about. Because I've watched his videos so many times that I literally, you know what he needs to do. Like, I genuinely think I'll be able to change a tyre after watching his videos. Yes, it is a little bit different with him in the US and here in the UK. Obviously, you know, some car brands are different as well, but it's just the way he, you know, teaches us in his videos. You know, he really makes it very universal. And that's what I like about him. And also, he's very calm, he's very composed, he isn't shouty, he isn't, you know, anything like that. He's actually very calm, very understanding, very easy to, you know, understand as well, you know, as in, like, you know, he's understanding and he explains things very well as well. And yeah, the quality of his videos are just so good. Favorite one SCR? There's many. There genuinely is many. Right, I'm going to try and fuel up at this fuel station. Our ETA now is still 9:30. We've got 8 minutes to go. But I do need to refuel here though, and that's going to lose me probably a few minutes. Probably about 2 or so, I'm not too sure. I mean, if we can still deliver this at around, you know, still roughly around 9:30, then I'm guessing that'll be alright. Do you know what will happen when it boots up? No. It can be a number of things. If the screen doesn't turn on, then you've probably done something bad. If it does turn on and it goes to like a BIOS thing, then you're probably doing the right thing. My wheel is going crazy. Oh my god. My wheel is going crazy. Okay, what's actually going on here? How did I even detach from it as well in the first place? I need to go in at an angle. Bro, what? What are you carrying? A locomotive. Right, back on the road, 9:32, so we did lose a couple of minutes. $9.24, come on. I assume I have to install Windows somehow. Oh yeah, you need to do that. I don't know what happens. I haven't built a PC myself, so I wouldn't be able to help you past that. Thank you, Garen. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Okay, still 9:32. Come on, 6 minutes to go. Is that the moon up there? I think it is. I mean, it wouldn't be the sun. Do I like listening to music? Yes. Have I not made that obvious throughout this entire stream? We literally had like a huge talk about me listening to Ariana Grande and all of that. You know, is that not made obvious? Oh! That got a bit scary. Oh no! Oh, I'm starting to lose the trailer. Come on, ETA's back down to 9:30. Come on. Come on! I mean, we are practically right there. It's 9:29 now, come on. Where's the auto one? This one. Any toll will do, it's fine. It's just like that song from... Oh, is it Jesus Christ Superstar that song's from? I think it's like... is it Any Dream Will Do, the original song? I don't know, my musical knowledge isn't really up to scratch. It's back down to 9:31. Yeah, we still need to drive all the way around there. We're not going to be able to do that in this minute. Oh my god, this song. Thing is, the normal version of this song is different, or like the version that I used to that I used to hear all the time was a lot more upbeat than this one. But sometimes this one is better. The one that I used to listen to all the time was the 3LAU remix of this song. It was better for dance and stuff, but I do like the original as well. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Went a bit too fast there. Thankfully, no one's coming the other way. Sorry, mods. I don't think anyone is really watching though. Why are we delivering to an IKEA? Out of all of the places we could have been delivering to, we delivered to an IKEA. There we go. No pain, no gain. We've delivered it. We've completed it. Yay! Right, that's another achievement ticked off the list. Right, and now for the next stream, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that is going to be it for the stream. So yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy it. It's been a bit of a longer one than normal. I think we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours now. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Don't usually do Euro Truck this long, but hey, I wanted to do something different. Wanted to do something longer, and we did. We went from Truckers MP HQ all the way down to Lisbon. So yeah, it's been a pretty decent journey. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, if you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe as well. Obviously, tomorrow will be a British Railway stream. Wednesday will be a game of my choice. No, sorry, will be Roblox. Thursday and Friday will be games of my choice. Saturday will be SCR. Roblox will be Sunday. But until the next video stream, guys, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy.